guys, welcome to Cast Tarot. My name is Katrina, and today we're going to contact your spirit guides to get a message that they really want you to know. Alright, so this is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and then this is pile number 3. Okay, so they all have very different energy. Alright, I'm gonna get started with pile number 1. Alright, so I feel like for those of you who pick pile number 1, I feel like your spirit guide is kind of worried about you. I feel like they're trying to like remind you that of your own beauty, like you're worth loving, and you are very creative, you are very like a unique person being, and like there's a lot to focus on you. Okay, so I do get this like past energy for some reason. Okay, so I got 2 cards. It is okay to be misunderstood. Okay, so I'm getting this past situation. It could be work, it could be like with someone. I feel like miscommunication is the theme here. So maybe like someone ghosted someone, or maybe like it's just like a conflict that never really got resolved. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. And I'm having this feeling that you're having trouble like letting go. Okay. So like when I do a reading, I tend not to like ignore all the physical signs. So I'm getting this like very strained energy. Like you're trying really hard like to get your point across, but the thing is you are hurting yourself, or maybe you have hurt yourself, right? When you're trying to like make your point heard, make your side being heard. But what I'm getting is that you have put too much energy into this past situation. It doesn't serve you anymore. Okay, so the spirits are saying like focus on self-love. You're worth it. You don't have to like chase anyone. You don't have to prove anyone that you're worth loving, that they need to hear you. Like you don't have to prove it to them. It's like you say your piece of the information, and if they hear it, they hear it. But sometimes they're just not ready to hear it, and there's really nothing that you can do. So so this card, write a letter to your inner child. So what I'm getting from this is that the person that you really should reach isn't the other person. So maybe it's an HR, maybe it's an ex, I don't know. This is a very general reading, so it can be like any situation. But it's telling me that the person that you really need to reach is your inner self, is your own self. Okay, so like in your attempt to get your message across, to try to communicate your point of view to the other person, I feel like you have lost sight of how much it really is draining you. Okay, so I do get a lot of like sleepless nights. Yeah, and maybe like some of you have been like crying. Oh, that's a lot of cards. Okay, this card showed up. Listen, so instead of like trying to like constantly trying to like tell someone else about your point of view, I feel like it's time for you to just pause. Okay, I'm not saying like you need to listen to someone else, but like what I'm getting is you need to listen to your own body. I feel like the reason maybe you have been like trying really hard to communicate is because of this feeling, like this really gut feeling that you don't really like, you don't fully understand. That's what I'm hearing. It's like your nervous system is acting up, and then you're trying to make sense of why you're feeling this way, and you're trying to like let go of that, or maybe trying to make sense of it. But it's like it's what I'm getting is that it's a warning sign. So it's not what you think it is. Okay, it's like, listen, your body is trying to tell you something, so don't ignore it. Okay, so there are two cards behind this one. Okay, so maybe something happened. You didn't think it would, but it did. And yeah, like certain expectation wasn't met. And I feel like that could be like what's causing the problem, because you expected more maybe from this person, from this situation, but in the end, like what you got was, yeah, was like much less. Okay, maybe you have like put a lot of effort and time into this, and in the end it was just like did I just waste all my, like, all these months, you know, for some of you maybe like a year invested in this, and then now it's like that. So it's telling you, you deserve to be seen. Okay, so this is a very clear card that this situation no longer serves you, so walk away from it. Don't even look back. It doesn't serve you. You don't need to be in this energy. Okay, like, it's already, you already see the result. It's not going to like magically change into something else. So what I'm feeling is you really need to redirect your energy into something else. Okay, let's pull some. Okay, let's see if there's anything else that your spirit guides wants to say. Okay, so we have this hungry ghost. I have been seeing this card a lot in my reading for some reason. Yeah, so basically, it's another card about pursuit, about chasing something that's never going to satisfy you. So this card is, it talks about materialistic possessions, but I feel like in this case, it is talking about seeking validation from outside. Yeah, so like when you're chasing this, when you're trying to get something, I feel like you're not seeing like what you already have, and that's like the point that spirits are trying to tell you, trying to remind you of, is that your life is beautiful, your life is wonderful and full of magic. Yes, that is finally the message I'm trying to get. And instead of focusing on this very, very, very stressful and in some case very depressing situation, the spirits is telling you to like refocus on yourself and really see that your life is great outside from it, or maybe your life were great before you step into this situation. So move past it and then just, yeah, move forward. Don't look back. Okay, let's see if what else your spirit guides want you to. Oh, no. Okay, breathe. It's okay to take some time for yourself. It's okay to process your emotions. Don't force it. Process your emotions. Really give it time and let these feelings, and maybe like you're angry, you're sad, you're disappointed. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of anger for some reason. Yeah, like let it move past you, and it will. Like sometimes it takes time. You can't like move on overnight, but it's more like at one point you decide, okay, I am going to let it go. I am just processing it. I don't want to be in this anymore. It is a decision. So yeah, don't stay in that energy. Don't like encourage yourself to stay in that energy of still like chasing, still trying to like get your side heard. Okay, I feel like what's already been done, it's already been done. Oh, so okay, so I got two cards. This didn't come from your spirit guide, but it's more like your future self. Yeah, I feel like your spirit guide is like really, really, really trying. So yeah, like they've been trying to reach you, and they've been trying to like get this message across to you. So these cards, this message is from your future self, is telling you that your life is going to really blossom in ways that maybe you can't even imagine at this point. But it is going to be, if you allow it, if you focus on yourself, if you focus on growth and expansion, it's what's ahead of you. Okay. And all these cards, all these dark colors, they are in the past, especially these two cards. See, these are like in the past. Okay, you need to let it go. Yeah, you need to unload. Don't carry that burden with you. Okay, to dream, to choose your future self, to choose growth. Okay. Oh my god, these cards are really, really beautiful. All right, guys, so that was pile number 1. And if you guys want a personal reading from me, just check out the link down in the description. My private readings are only $15. You can ask me 3 questions, any kind of questions, and I promise you that I will get back to you in 5 business days, usually faster than that. Okay, so number 2, pile number 2. What message does your spirit guide really wants you to know? Whew. Okay, so for this pile, what I'm getting is that you have been carrying a lot. You have responsibilities. Maybe you, I feel like for this pile, a lot of people are really dealing with people, customer services, and maybe just your own business. So like you are dealing with a lot. Maybe you're like juggling different responsibilities in your life. I heard like someone maybe have a parent that they need to take care of. Yeah, and someone has kids. It's kind of it's been a lot. Okay, some people, they have a second child. Oh my god, there's like a lot of chattering in the spiritual space. It's very interesting. Okay, that's very interesting. So I do see like something it's like a situation is bothering you. Okay, so like you're trying to get some clarity on that. That's very interesting. So I got these 2 cards. I feel like it's a very tough situation, something that has been like really bothering you at this moment. And so this card is telling you to see from a different perspective, to seek guidance in this. I feel like for some of you, maybe you have been holding on to your point of view a little bit too hard, too tightly, and the spirits are telling you maybe it's time to see from the other person's perspective. Okay. And we have accept what it is, acceptance, be present. Oh, okay. So from these 2 cards, what I'm getting is that maybe, like, okay, I'm hearing like a partner, or like someone in your workspace doesn't agree with, your opinion. Like they have a different plan, or like they want something else. And so I feel like both of you are trying to get what you want, or maybe there's this kind of miscommunication happening. Like you feel like, how do I talk to this person? How do we resolve this, right? And it's telling you to accept what it is. Sometimes you need to like accept what this other person is feeling, what they want, what they're saying. And okay, so I'm hearing that, like, for some of you, like, you really try to, like, communicate your point of view, and you really want this other person to understand you, right? And then you want to, like, open their eyes to see things from your side. But it's telling me, like, if you want to really approach this, one way to go is try to see things from their side, and then to really, like, understand what they are going through. And then it will, like, make you approach, like, this point that you're trying to make kind of differently. So I feel like for some it could be like a pitch of some sort, like a yeah, like pitching ideas, which is very interesting. Yeah, like there's something that you want to do, and there's this, what the business or like what the leadership wants you to do, and sometimes there's this mismatch. And I feel like maybe you have been, like, holding on to your side a little bit too tightly lately. So if you want things to, like, really start moving, you need to adapt, and you need to accept the situation for what it is. And it's saying, like, to be present, okay? To seek clarity in the moment, not in the past, not what have been. A lot of things have changed lately for a lot of people. So yeah, it's like, be in the present, and oh, okay. So it's telling you to be in the present, and to really, like, be flexible, okay? Like, to be flexible, to ride the waves, to, like, enjoy this change as much as you could. Yeah, I'm hearing, like, some of you really hate changes, but it does happen a lot. Yeah, adapt, and change your perspective. Okay, don't hold on to the old patterns. Don't hold on to, like, what have been working, especially when this approach is telling you that it's just not working. Okay, and today is the day for a new beginning. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of, like, action energy, like, choose yourself today. Today is the day. That's very, very interesting. So it's telling you, like, don't delay this, okay? Don't delay this. Don't lie around. Don't pout. Start acting. Like, start taking actions today. Choose yourself. Be in the present. Okay, don't be in the past, because when you're, like, trying to force something to happen, but just, like, not working out the way it used to be, you know, like, you're just kind of letting the situation to, like, flow by you. It's telling you to take action, adapt, and do what you could. Emotions are the reflection. Look for the deeper meaning, okay? So this card actually makes sense with changes, because changes are overwhelming, changes are exciting, but also it's very, very scary. And, like, especially if you have been, like, working towards something for a very, very long time, and suddenly, like, there's this change happening. It's okay to, like, feel angry. It's okay to, like, to have these, like, really moments of doubt. It's completely normal, but, like, look for the deeper meaning. What does it mean? You feeling this way, but why do you feel this way? And when you're trying to communicate, maybe it is also, like, a way to say, like, this is why I'm feeling the way I am feeling, and this is how I feel. And yeah, it's really about, like, relating to each other, and then to rebuild, or, like, to form a bridge. Okay, forgiveness. Huh. Yeah, this also actually makes sense with the change card. So I'm getting a lot of very painful energy from this. So I'm not gonna be like going too deep on the like on what I am hearing right now, because I feel like a lot of you might have gone through like very very rough patch with your partner. Something definitely happened, and maybe you got this news, or maybe it's a situation that you have been like working on for quite a long time, for quite a while. So yeah, to forgive, to forgive the situation. Huh. I don't know why I'm hearing this. To forgive, not hearing the other person. I'm hearing like your past self for some reason, which is very interesting. Okay, so something happened that make you feel very vulnerable, feel like you have been wounded, and sometimes it literally feels like the ground beneath you is shaking. And I feel like these messages are telling you to like, it's okay if your pieces like are shattered, they're on the ground, and you need some time to collect them and to like regroup, or to even just find yourself again. And yeah, um yeah, so I'm also hearing like see things from another perspective. I don't feel like it's about like giving them excuses, or yeah, like, or anything like that. I feel like this is about your own feelings, own personal journey. Like, yeah, like seeing things from another perspective, even though it's really hard, even though it's very emotional, that's going to help you heal and then move past it. Okay, I'm gonna get. Okay, some more. Oh my god, that's like the message I've been trying to like not to say out loud, because I don't like saying it out loud. Okay, I don't have to like explain this card too much. I feel like for some of you, you might be dealing with a very difficult third person situation. Like maybe your partner has cheated. Maybe okay, for some of you it could be you. So it could be like, maybe like one person to you, and you're trying to like. I'm getting like remorse. Yeah, I'm getting remorse from this card for some reason. Um, oh, I see. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that it actually tells you more about this relationship than, like, some people like to define other people with their action. Um, but in this situation, I feel like it actually speaks more about the relationship itself. Okay, maybe you feel betrayed, and maybe you feel like this person is just like another cheater. This person just, like, that's who they are. But I feel like keep an open mind. Like, I'm not trying to make any excuses for them, but I kind of feel like it did happen for a reason. Okay, so there's like a lot of things, that a lot of factors actually played into this. Like, the situation itself is very complicated, so like don't reach any conclusion too soon. That's all I'm gonna say. Emotions and voice, it's more about what's broken. It's more about what is causing this unhappiness, um like this distance in the relationship, and this unfulfillment. Oh, okay. That's very interesting. So like I said, like for some of you, maybe you're the one who cheated. Okay, I'm getting like this could be your partner's energy. Okay, I do get a lot of like remorse, regrets coming from this. And a lot of, I made a huge mistake, and yeah, like how could I do that? I feel like you're angry at them. Yeah, you have every reason to, and I feel like they're already judging themselves. Okay, and maybe there have been like a lot of arguments, a lot of high emotions, and this situation is just like it's not going away. It's like all you can, like you don't want to think about it, but it is kind of just there. Like you can't really look away from it. You want to run away from it, but you can't and you shouldn't. Oh, okay, okay. It's very interesting. So this is the card that talks about home and a sacred place. I'm getting two kind of message from here. So for one, it's about creating your own sacred place to really ask yourself like what your sacred place is, what is your safe place, and to ground yourself and to focus on like the things that make you feel pretty, that make you feel beautiful, that make you feel like yourself. Okay, and just don't forget about taking care of yourself. I'm going to read this. Your home is a sacred place because it contains you, a sacred being worthy of comfort, safety, stability, and pleasure. That's the energy and frequency of your living space reflect that. Does your home honor you and nurture you, providing you a sanctuary of comfort, or is your home more draining and depleting? What needs to change in order for your environment to be aligned with your growth and create conditions for the life you truly desire? Okay, I feel like this is a guidance card, and the answer you already know. Okay, I don't have to say out loud or like really remind you of that. You already know what to do, and it's okay to take your time to get there. But yeah, you already know what you do. All right, guys. So that was pile number 2. That was a lot of messages. And as usual, if you want to book a personal reading with me, the information is down in the description, and my readings are only $15. You can ask me 3 questions, and I promise you I will address them. Okay, so for pile number 3, spend time in nature. This is your card. Whoa, this is a really nice energy. It's giving me a lot of celebration, vacation vibes. So yeah, let's see what your spirit guides want you to know. Okay, so for some of you, it's about celebration. It's about keeping the frequency up, to keep the groove moving, to keep the vibe high, and oh my god, yeah, I'm getting like, I am just all smiley face. I feel like a lot of you, for pile number 3, you might be a creative. For some of you, like maybe you're a writer like me, maybe like, yeah, like you get ideas and inspirations. And I feel like this pile, like your spirits really want you to know is that in order for your flow to work, in order for you like to make this very sustainable, you need to take care of yourself. You need to keep your vibe high. For some reason, I'm thinking about like Taylor Swift. So, are you a Swiftie? I don't know. Well, I probably count as half a Swiftie sometimes. Yeah, I'm just like listening to her latest album, Life of a Showgirl. This is not a commercial, by the way. This is not advertisement, by the way. Yeah, I was reading a lot about that album. I'm just really loving the energy, to be honest. Yeah. So, friendship. New friends are coming in, or like make friends. Be bold and don't be scared to communicate. Okay, I feel like for some of you, you might be introverts, and maybe it's hard for you to like make new friends, especially like when like the older you get, it just gets really really hard for some reason. Yeah, pleasure. Okay, it's about focusing on the pleasure in life. Yeah, it's about new relationship, new friendship, new connections. They're all going to spark your creativity in different ways. I'm feeling like you need to experience life a little bit more. So maybe like really get yourself out there, go out in nature, and maybe take some trips. I'm hearing. So like really do things that to make you happy. I feel like this chapter in your life, like maybe you have been trying to make yourself small, like trying to fit into the 9 to 5 work schedule, but you know, like maybe that kind of group isn't for you, and it's okay. So don't box yourself in, okay? Like maybe your parents where the society has always trying to like make you feel very guilty about taking a day off or just like be happy and then um okay, so like for some of you, you might be content creators, so like be happy about what you create and really take pleasure in doing so and also get paid for it. I feel like maybe like you sometimes you judge yourself, or maybe like sometimes you doubt that, like okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, or maybe I should like suffer a little bit, you know. That's what I'm getting. But don't make yourself small. I feel like your past decisions have been influenced by this belief, but I feel like you're on the verge of really breaking free from this. um yeah, so you're still so these two cards, these also showed up in pile number 1. It talks about like unconventional way of living. Honestly, it's 2025. I mean, it's everybody finds their own way, they create their lifestyle. Like don't box yourself in. Okay, you're definitely okay to manifest the life that you want to live instead of like living in what you're supposed to live, the life you're supposed to live. Oh my god, this is really really I was laughing right now. This is called Divine Loser. I don't know why. In the hyper competitive society, being a loser is considered shameful, but why desire winning at the corrupt, rigid game? The divine loser sees through, you know, like all the fakeness in this. So stop playing games that don't make sense for you to win, okay? Don't box yourself in. Okay, maybe your value is different and that's cool. Maybe like your happiness, your accomplishment isn't like only a house, like only 3 cars, and then like a family with 2 kids, like in a suburb. Maybe that's not what you define um success, and that's okay. You know, sometimes life doesn't cost that much. I'm saying this because I have lived through it, um, especially like in my late teens, in my young adulthood. I had yeah, I traveled the world. I traveled the country. Um, yeah, I even spent months just sleeping in staircases and relying on friends' couches. It's totally doable. Not saying like everybody should do it, but you know, it's perfectly doable, and you don't like you what values to hold on a second. So so maybe your value system is different from others, and that's perfectly okay. Be you, be your authentic self, and you're going to inspire others. Yeah, it is time to really stop pretending you're someone else. Stop playing the game. Okay, it's time to just say like, okay, this is who I am. Love who you are, and then make it sustainable, and just be you. Okay, I feel like that's like the core message. It's very very clear. Um, so yeah, I don't feel like yeah, I feel like that's what you need, what you really really need to hear. I don't feel like I need to put more cards. Okay, guys, so that was pile number 3, and if you'd like to book a private reading with me, I am available. The info are down in the description box. My readings are only $15, and you can ask me 3 questions, and I promise you I will get back to you in 5 business days. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy the reading, and I will try to come back to do another one sooner than later. Alright.